So next we're looking at another game that clearly has like 80s or 90s influence. This one kind of makes me think of like DOS and or Amiga platformers. Um, Although this clearly has some Metroid influence as well. The interesting thing is I noticed this developer has another previous platformer under their belt that there's definitely still like significant influence, like similar influences in this that there was in that. But this definitely has some new mechanics going on, and this is clearly trying to be a little more of an action platformer rather than just straight up, you know, platforming, avoiding spikes, stuff like that. Let me bring up the browser, store page. Starchild is the name of this game. It is by Pale Blue Studios. Let me actually open their page next to this, because you can see their previous game was called Taleo, where you were a duck, and there were a lot of spikes. That was basically the game. Lots of platforming, lots of spikes. Run, jump, slide, and flap your way through beautiful handcrafted worlds. That was their first game in 2023. This is their second game, slated for, I guess, sometime this year. Starchild is an explosive new action adventure set on a sinister alien planet. Fight numerous aliens and formidable bosses, wield powerful explosives and destructive laser weapons, find secrets and unlock new abilities as you progress. Can you survive your dangerous mission? I don't know. We'll find out if I can even survive the demo. Let's read more about this game. An explosive new futuristic action-adventure game built by a small and passionate indie team. Explore a mysterious alien world full of unique environments populated by dangerous alien foes. Conquer a variety of bosses, each one designed to have a unique visual and gameplay style. Discover secret areas, find new weapons, enhance your abilities, and destroy any obstacles in your way. Feeling a bit overwhelmed by it all? Relax for a moment and catch some fish. Colorful handcrafted pixel art, powerful original soundtrack composed by Tantrum Tech, a name I'm not immediately familiar with. Multiple difficulties designed for a wide range of ages and skill levels, full keyboard and controller support. Second game out of 2 tonight. Shoutouts to Windows 7. The last good Windows version. The last great Windows version. We'll say that. I wasn't too hard on Windows 8. Windows 8. And 10 was good while it lasted. Alright. Let me go back to the game, and we'll take a look at this. So, we have options, we have credits. Let's look at the credits first. Credits. Jay on design, programming, and art. Jan on production and marketing, and I apologize if I'm saying the name wrong. Kyle on music and sounds. Ben on playtesting. We have the file name of the logo art, I guess? Or is that actually, did someone decide to end their screen name with .jpeg? All I can think of is, the strong bad email where the copy piece of the carpet. My face was a broken JPEG! And then Hound 3 on promotional art. Let's see. What is the timestamp on this? That's literally earlier today. I don't know what time zone that timestamp is in. Alright, let's look at the options. So, and also I was covering half of the timestamp, sorry. Whatever time zone it was 4 o'clock, or 4:21 p.m. today. So in the options, we don't have any control options. So my first hope would be for rebindable controls, especially for keyboard, because you can't go assuming what keyboard layout people have. But in the video options, we do have borderless or windowed. That's the only options. There's no exclusive full screen, I guess. Also, I should point out, I believe this actually has a native Linux build that I'm playing on. I just, after I had forgotten to apply the tweak that I usually apply to Proton games that I play in Linux, I instinctively did that for the other games I wanted to play tonight, and then I looked and I was like, oh, I don't think I needed to do that for this one, actually. So we do have independent volume sliders, which is always nice to see. Which I did dial down the sound effects because those seem quite a bit louder. In fact, the music seems pretty quiet right now. I don't know if it'll be louder once we get into things. I should check once we start. But yeah, that's it for the options. And then you've got 3 file slots. Delete doesn't do anything appropriately if you don't have anything in the slot yet. But let's go ahead and start. Oh, right, and then we have difficulty settings. Easy, normal, hard, and Ironman, which I'm assuming means if you die once, you're done. That's what I understand that term to mean. I don't know if everyone's gonna understand what that term is. It might be nice to have difficulty explanations just to understand, like, what things scale. Alright. Oh, okay, it does auto-detect that I'm using a controller as soon as I start. Oh, okay, so foreground, background. The background is just like a darker tile than the foreground, and there's no, like, white highlights on them, but at first glance, it's easy to miss that. Naturally, we have jumping, and also spikes. We start with double jump. So, I did say this seems to have some Metroid influences, but it's probably not a Metroidvania. Press A to drop jump. Looking at the room, I surmise that basically means coyote time. You can double jump out of it too, though. So, it's coyote time on steroids. Sorry, hold on. Clearly had food stuck in my throat again. So, you have basically infinite coyote time and can double jump out of it. So that's very notable. Yeah, okay, this music is definitely louder than the intro was. Alright, B to roll. So it's almost Morph Ball, but it's very finite Morph Ball. And here they're, like, pressuring you into holding the opposite direction. So it seems like you roll a very specific amount. And you can get stuck. This is literally what happens to you in Super Metroid randomizers when you don't have Morph Ball and you spin jump into a one-tile high gap. I missed whatever the thing said here because I was too busy being stuck. Press... Okay. Well, I suppose I take that to mean that we're supposed to fall down here, but... We gotta try to exercise our infinite coyote time double jump. So they show a secret opening at one point in the trailer, so that's why I knew to, like, look for something like that. And sure enough, we have a secret room with Rocket. So there's a thing in the top right that we presumably want. But I think I need to double jump for it. Yeah, okay. Oh, shit. Well. Awfully ominous music change for the cat. I feel like the cat deserved better than that. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna die trying to get the extra thing that's presumably supposed to give me more life, and I'm gonna... Yep, I screwed up instead. And we didn't hit any checkpoints yet, so we're starting over. We must get the secret item, though. So far, this actually is probably playing out a lot like the devs' first released game on Steam. See, I actually did manage to do that without the double jump that time. Yeah, and, like, even on the previous screen, you had the secret right there. So, like, of course we had to check for one on this screen, too. And there's even, like, a special sound effect for it. So you have to, like, mash jump out of that so that you don't fall. And now we have 4 hearts. We had 3 before. Oh, I can't do that, though. Okay. So the one thing I don't know, since I had actually gotten that on the first try this time, is I don't know if it would have refilled my hearts. Alright, so now I guess we fall. And we have a map button, but you do have to hold it. Oh wait, do rooms have names, or is this like an area name? It says welcome home. Alright, now I have to try rolling everywhere that looks like it's gonna be a dead end, because it might not be a dead end. I don't think I can get up there. Like the top left where there were spikes? Probably not. Clone to save. Yeah, this still says welcome home, so the whole area probably says that. Clone to save. I assume that's this. Okay. We're cloning ourselves, apparently. I forget, was that a thing kind of in Axiom Verge? It's been a while since I played that. Oh, we got enemies now. We got critters. I don't have a weapon yet. I'm assuming that Roy... Wait. Didn't that just say press X to attack? Pressing X didn't do shit. Pressing X is not... Oh, wait. No, I have to pick the thing up in the middle of the screen. So the reason I was a little worried is I have had... When I was playing Hammerwatch, initially it downloaded the Linux native version, but the button mappings were all wrong, and I couldn't fix it, so I had to switch to the Proton, you know, like playing it through Proton using the Windows version. But yeah, no, this works. Damn. Okay. I could really do without the screen shake literally every time my weapon hits a wall. I'm trying to remember if Blade Chimera had a problem like that. So I feel like I remember identifying a problem in Blade Chimera where, like, it did something specifically when the bullet made contact rather than when you fired it. Which in this case, it makes sense. It's a frickin' missile. It's supposed to feel impactful, but give me an option to turn the screen shake off. Oh, and these... I was I literally just came out of playing a game where you fire one thing at an entire wall full of bricks and the entire wall breaks at once. This game doesn't do that. You have to do them individually, which is unfortunate, because, like, then you either have to roll through it by hitting just the first two, or you have to clear all three. Is this a bounce pad? It is. Can I aim? I cannot aim. Can I not kill you? Like, hello? No, it's just got a really particular hitbox. I think I need to double jump out of that. I'm just gonna go out and in again. Wait. Okay, there's like a... It seemed like there might be a cooldown on that. Oh no, that worked. So I don't know. Okay, yeah, we can crouch and shoot that way. How did I get, like, that really short hop off of it? I don't know how I did that. I'm surprised I didn't hit that spike there. This makes me nervous. Because, like, I need to, like, jump just the right amount. Actually, maybe the height, maybe the top of it is the right amount. Okay. Whoa, oh, come on. You can't count that as a hit. That one worked. Well, why does it just say die on the bottom? I mean, I am going to die because look at my health. So, yeah, clearly this is, a bit of a Kaizo kind of thing. Well, I mean, not really, because it's, like, single screens at a time, but, like, in terms of the amount of spikes... Fortunately, I can fire as many of these as I want, which means I should be able to take care of these guys. I'm a little nervous about that one. There we go. Okay. I'm almost definitely going to die here. What is in the bottom right? And I can't hit that. What? There's a spike there against a white background. I died against the basically invisible spike, because I wasn't looking straight at it, so I didn't really see it in my peripheral vision. Oh, right. I have to pick up the weapon again. This goes quite a ways without a... Also in common with the previous game I played, you can go quite a ways without a checkpoint. And then when you get to something sort of like a boss fight, you can have to retrace a lot of ground just to get back there and try it again. Oh, that was silly of me. I shouldn't have rushed that. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I almost died to the same exact thing again. I still don't know what that is. I keep forgetting I have to pick this up again. Oh, both of those actually broke together. That's interesting. I guess I'm supposed to kill these 4 things. Whoa. Oh, okay. That's the shield generators. Oh, and then he just dies in 1 hit. Okay. I'm kind of like glancing at the corners to see if there might be secret passages, but there's spikes everywhere, so I don't think that would work. Is that supposed to be a checkpoint? Because I don't know. You can jump from a crouch position, interestingly enough. Oh, there's the cloner. Okay, now we've got a checkpoint. That still only actually hurts you once. Okay, I thought that was just instant death. What the hell was that? Alright, it seems to take a constant trajectory. So now we have Potaboos and also whatever the hell this thing is. Oh, jeez. Alright, that works. That doesn't... Oh, what the hell is that? Are these things just gonna, like, infinitely respawn, or is there might be a finite number of them? Oh, what? I don't know if rolling off of a ledge gives you, like, a different trajectory. Where am I technically? I'm back in Welcome Home. I forgot to look at the map to see what it called that area. Different music, though. Alright, well, we managed to get through there in my first try, so that's something. Yeah, you can't roll into 1 tile high gaps. What is that? Do I need a key or something? Restricted. Yeah, okay. Oh, let me check something really quick. Also, I didn't realize that the pause screen actually is basically the main menu. Like, it's the full background and everything. That was weird. I thought I pressed it again and it still stayed on that screen. Yeah, that one you don't want to hold jump. Can I shoot these things? Signs point to no. Either that or you have to be really specific, and I am failing to do that. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. So yeah, they're introducing, like, a new hazard in every single screen here. Or every area. Yeah, no, you can't shoot those. Oh, come on. I bonked into his butt. Steel? Oh, there's a thing there. Okay. And you have to go this way. How am I supposed to do that? I was supposed to not double jump there, I guess. Otherwise, I don't know how you do that without, like, losing health. Okay, but what did that give me? It hasn't given me any new prompts or anything. Oh no, right, that's just the key. That's all that is. How is this gonna work? I managed to jump entirely over the platform. Oh right, didn't I say I didn't want to do that? I'm just gonna take the death here. I don't know. Yeah, there's no option to, like, restart at the checkpoint. That would probably be a good thing to add. Like, if you know you already screwed your chances. I always get hit by that one. Oh! I didn't realize it was gonna be down low. Seems like it'd be kind of hard to avoid down low. Alright, can I figure out how the heck to get through this? Oh, well, that's already bad. I don't think there's a way through. You can't get over there without double jumping, right? I need to try rolling off next time. Feels to me like you need a triple jump to actually get through that. Yeah, you can technically... Oh, come on. I landed on it. Gotta keep track of everything there. In terms of when it's actually safe. Yeah, there's another nearly invisible spike on the right side, by the way. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. So, like, I feel like you either have to take a hit on those spikes at the top, or you have to take a hit on this spike at the bottom, because you need to double jump over one of the two. Oh, wait, no, I know what I could do. Duh. I have to wait to fall off, and then use the infinite coyote time for the first jump over the top left, and then double jump over the second one and the bottom. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. Hopefully I don't need to do this again. Oh, what? Alright. Okay, and it activates, like, as soon as I get back. Let's go use the cloning thing again. That also refills your health. Okay. Oh, it actually shows that every time you come back to the screen. You are not supposed to be here. What do you mean I'm not? Yeah, I mean, you freaking told me to be here. Oh, there was another cloning device here anyway. Okay. This is wrong. It still says deeper. That's what it said before, too. There could be another cat here. There is another cat here. Can't believe it. I think I have to go over this way. Yeah, that works. Oh, and then I screwed up the return trip. That was arguably easier than the first one, though. Oh, more invisible spikes. Thanks, I hate it. Oh, shoot. I mean, shooting is why I took damage. Well, we're probably dying here. Oh! So the problem is you fall so fast that you have an extremely limited time there. Oh, I need to get the frickin'... I need to get the cat again. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so it gives you one heart back. It doesn't fully restore. Can I actually go back and save again? No, because I had to fall down to get here. So I'm gonna have to get that every time. That's sort of annoying. It's like, how are you not gonna get hit by that? Oh, that was close. I have no, you need to be frame perfect to not get hit there. Oh, gee, well, that was me not knowing how to react. Oh, well, we have options here. I mean, no we don't. I'm gonna die either way. But, like, we can go left or right. Yeah, there's entrances on both sides. I just didn't jump fast enough. Yeah, this might be where I nope out on this demo. I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. I really wish there was an actual, like, cloning bed here. I'm basically expecting to take that hit. And also expecting to take that hit. I should be avoiding that hit, though. Ah. Yeah. I think I'm good. See, that exit game didn't fully quit the game, as opposed to the previous game I played. It's a cool idea. Definitely feels like a DOS/Amiga platformer in that the difficulty kind of becomes brutal at a certain point. Hey, Andrean. I appreciate the whole, like, aesthetic and everything, you know, between both the artistic and, like, music design. Definitely could stand to have a screen shake toggle to turn off the screen shake on every missile that you fire. This would be a really good game to be a candidate for having, like, a time scale option to make it more approachable. I mean, I guess I could restart it on easy. I don't actually know what that does. You can't change it after the fact, though. What happens if we start it on easy? We start with more hearts. That's what it is. Because we already have 5, as opposed to starting with 3. Well, in that case, actually. So then, does hard seriously start you with fewer? Hard starts you with 1. Hard, you die immediately. Good luck with that. And then Ironman is basically hard plus you have 1 life, presumably. What the? That was funny. It actually made the rolling sound when I was in the menu. So let's test this. If I just die to something here. I assume it basically takes out all the checkpoints. Like, this is basically Ultra Nightmare, which, good frickin' luck. I don't know how this is supposed to be even remotely possible, given all of the things that I was showing you in that last section that I decided enough was enough on, require, like, inhuman frame-perfect reflexes. Like, this is basically Super Metroid Kaizo. Alright, I'm not gonna bother with the cat. Although, actually, yeah, so this would have normally... Actually, no, the next one has the cloning bay. The cloning bay is still there. But what happens if I die? I assume it doesn't count. Yeah, it goes back to the beginning anyway. It's funny that the cloning bay is still there. I guess that means you can still get health refills if you do get one of the... Actually, let's look at one other thing. Are the health upgrades still there? Or do they take those out on Iron Mode 2? It's still there. So I assume they still give it to you. I might die trying to do this. No, we're fine. Yeah, it does. Okay. So you can still... That is the only reprieve you are getting in the entirety of Iron Mode, is you can still get the health upgrades. But... Okay, that means you can take one more hit. And I suspect there are more instances of frame-perfect inputs required across the game than there are health upgrades. So... I won't be trying that one. But like I said, I appreciate the effort on this. It looks pretty cool. And I like the aesthetic that it goes for. So this is Star Child, and this will come out sometime this year, according to the store page. Nothing more specific than that.